Hey love, Chad Putman here. Coming back to you, it's been a minute since I've created a sex positive video for my YouTube channel. And so I wanted to just take a minute, sit down, have a little conversation with you. So, sex positive. So, I want to talk today about showers and growers. So, if you know, you know, and if you don't know, I'm here to have that conversation with you. So, welcome. So, what is a shower? A shower is somebody who has a penis that hangs, right? Oftentimes referred to as hung, right? So, a dude with a hung penis is a shower, right? Like this is what he's got. Oftentimes, that's what he has, and when he gets hard, it's hard. And sometimes sometimes showers also get bigger. Um, anyhow, so we have growers and we have showers. And so a grower is somebody who hides their potential, right? So their potential isn't just out there for the world to see. And I would definitely say in the gay culture, we tend to we tend to validate, we tend to desire, we tend to put showers on the pedestal because, to look at a nice, beautiful hung penis is nice. I enjoy a beautiful penis. And the truth is that not everybody's made like that. I like to think about it when you think about women who have different breast sizes, right? So some women have smaller breasts and other women have really big breasts, and they walk by and you see that. And so women, in our culture don't really have an opportunity to hide or disguise whether they're, women's breasts don't grow necessarily when they have sex, but you get the point. They don't get to hide often, right? Our culture encourages and allows and impresses upon women to dress or show their cleavage. And so oftentimes we see women, right? But when it comes to dudes, we got underwear on, we got pants on, and oftentimes nobody knows unless you just happen to catch somebody in their underwear or in a Speedo or something like that. And so it's like far more kind of like underground and not talked about, and it's something that I think a lot of guys who are growers tend to have more shame about. I know, part of the work that I'm trying to do as an intimacy coach and that I've done in my own personal practice for myself is really validating and loving the fact that I am a grower. So if you were wondering, despite the fact that I am 6'2" tall, I am not a shower. I do not have a hung penis. That just is not the case. And for whatever it's worth, despite my desire and always wish that that was the case, it certainly isn't. But I am a grower for sure. And so I've done a video on my penis, and so you can go back to my YouTube channel and watch that. I think it's called Cox or something like that, where I talk about where I actually wrote a letter to my penis because there had been a lot of kind of hate mail that I had sent to myself around my penis for a very long time. And I just got to a place in this session of spiritual recovery that my body is what it is, and my arms aren't going to grow any longer, my legs aren't going to get any longer, the hair will probably continue to fall out of my head, I will probably perpetually be a thin, bony dude, which is okay, and for what it's worth, I will always be a grower. Although I will say that sometimes, because I have gotten into taking like Cialis and ED meds from time to time, that I do notice that like the day after or whatever, that I tend to be more hung in that, like when I get up to go to the bathroom or whatever. And I don't know if that's just like residual donor med thingy. I don't know. Drop me a message if that happens for you. Anyhow, so it's kind of fun to feel that a little bit because it's like normally, I don't hang down to the left or the right. It's just present. And so I don't experience that, but then sometimes I do after a day of that medication or whatever. So that's kind of fun. But anyways, I wanted to share a little bit. You all know I'm sexually active and I love sex and I love penises and I love oral sex and anal sex and all of it. And so I had an opportunity to go to the bathhouse the other day. And one of the guys that I hook up with was this beautiful chocolate man. He was smaller and thinner than I was. Nice six pack, little beard, bald on top, cute. And so he like pulled me down to one of the chairs and he was ready to allow me to provide oral sex to him. And I was like, oh, all right, well, this is cute. You know, it was like maybe 3, maybe 4 inches. And I thought that's fun. All right, whatever. Like, I'm into it. Like, I like the energy of a person and the potential of the chemistry and what can come from the experience. And so I just went with it. And before long, this 3 or 4 inches of man meat turned into, I swear, it must have been like 9 inches long. And for the first time in my life, I think I deep-throated a penis deeper than I ever have in my life. So if that's TMI, sorry about that. You might want to drop off this video. But yeah, so this grower turned into a very long penis, and he was very much into me deep-throating him, which I didn't know was going to be our thing. But I went with it. And so this deep throat experience included him with his legs over my shoulders and his penis all the way down the back of my throat, to the point where you literally, like, how long can I hold my breath? Because I'm pretty sure this penis is blocking my throat and my lungs. And so I did the best I could, and I did this many, many, many times and really enjoyed it. And, you know, when he pulls it out, it's just like covered in saliva, and it's just, I don't know, I love a wet penis like that. It's just super, super hot. So I just want to give a shout out to my growers out there that was really a beautiful experience. And if I was somebody that was like, oh, I don't want to hook up with this dude because he's got like a 3-inch penis, you never know what you're going to get. So my encouragement or suggestion for the day is try it, connect. It's all about the energy of the person and like the sexual experience. And like I said, he was all about me deep throating him. And so that was a brand new kind of experience. I mean, I've tried it before, but I haven't been so successful before. And so all of a sudden, like the other night, I was like super successful at doing that. And I was impressed, although he did want me to open my throat more, and I haven't quite figured out that muscle. I have figured it out when it comes to my butt, like when they say like release your butt, like relax, right? Open up. I have gotten better at that, but I guess I need to continue to work on the throat thing. Anywho, so then there was that experience. And after we did some deep throating, he decided that he also wanted to be inside me. So we flipped around on the bench and in he went, and like that was like second hole material, right? Like, so you have your outer hole and then you have your inner hole, and he hit that, and he liked to be in there, and he liked to just kind of like push from there and not like come all the way out and all the way back in and all the way out and all the way back in. He was just like in there and would like push, and it was really, really nice. And so we were in a position in the bathhouse where there was a big movie theater behind us. We're on the bench, we're looking down the hallway. Guys are kind of coming in and experiencing what we're doing. So that was kind of super hot to do that exhibition stuff, but also clearly people could tell that I was getting railed pretty good. So yeah, so that's a lot. So I wanted to share that part. And then I also, so I just hung out for probably a little while after that. He and I kind of cooled down, we parted ways. And I ended up in one of these dark rooms that is in the bathhouse. And basically what I love about the dark room is that you don't know who's gonna come in, right? Like what's gonna happen. And it's supposed to be dark because it gives some kind of anonymous character or flavor to it. And so this dude came in, and I'm pretty sure I had his body type, whatever, I had kind of seen him earlier, but wasn't sure. And so when I checked him out, right, because we all do, when I checked him out as he was in the locker room or getting ready or coming in or whatever, I noticed, you know, he was like, had his underwear on, and I was like, oh, you know, doesn't look like he's huge, right? And so we end up in this dark room, and I start feeling this penis getting harder and harder and harder and harder. I was just like, wow, that's a lot. So talk about a grower. Like this dude went from probably maybe like a VW Volkswagen bus to a semi, and it was a lot. And I would say he was less into oral and more into anal, which turned out really great for me. It was delicious both ways, but wow, what a way to end the night. Yeah, so that happened. But anyways, yeah, so I just want to say again that in this sex positive narrative, that sometimes we get caught up on this idea that somebody needs to be hung, or that I need to be hung to be sexy, that somebody needs to be hung to have good sex, or that somebody has to have a big penis. And I know I just gave two examples of two growers that turned out to have big penises, and not everybody that's a grower has a big penis. My maximum is half a foot, so do the math. And so that is what it is, and I'm okay with that. But I know that there are other people who have small penises that are growers, and that they don't get that much bigger than where they are as being a smaller penis, and that's okay too, because I've had some really beautiful sexual experiences, both anal and oral, and just like energy wise with people who have smaller penises. So here it is, the infomercial for growers. Love us, try us out, give it a chance. And if I can raise the vibration of growers out there at all, that we are who we are, we have our own gifts, talents, and abilities to bring to the table in a sexual experience. And although we may not fill out a Speedo or a jock in the way that somebody who is hung does, we will certainly pick out a sexy jock, and we will pick out a sexy Speedo, and we'll rock it out. And then when you get us off it, or get that jock or that Speedo off of us, you can enjoy our delicious growing cock. So that's that. Love you to pieces. Hope you enjoy this series. If you want more, have other topics that you'd like to hear from me, hit me up. If you'd like to check out my website, it's www.makeyourIthappen.com. You can check it out in my link tree. I also have an OnlyFans, so if you want to go see my penis and me playing with it and doing all kinds of things with my penis, you can go to my OnlyFans page, which is at Rarin2Go. But yeah, thank you for your support, encouragement, and let's just create more and more sex positive language and conversations out there. Let's talk about sex, let's talk about our penises, and let's heal and grow together. Love you.